Norway is stunning, wealthy, and ranks among the happiest places on earth. But living here comes with a price, literally. Everyday costs, from groceries to rent, can be eye-opening, even shocking. By the end, you'll know exactly what it takes to live in Norway. No sugarcoating, just real numbers. The biggest drain on your bank account in Norway is rent. Whether you're in Oslo or a smaller city, housing eats up a huge chunk of your income every month. In Oslo, a basic one-bedroom can cost $1,300 to $1,800 monthly. Not for luxury, just standard living. That's why many, especially students, share flats or live in tiny studios to manage this massive expense. Renting in Oslo is expensive, but buying isn't much easier. Even a small apartment can cost $400,000 to $700,000, with fierce competition and bidding wars. For many, owning a home here remains just a dream, thanks to sky-high prices and huge down payments. Found your place in Norway? Great. But don't forget about utilities, electricity, heating, water. All those essentials add up fast. Winters are long and cold, so your bills can soar past $300 a month. Most homes rely on electric heating, and prices can jump if it's a dry year. Always budget for high utility costs. Forgetting them is a rookie mistake in Norway. In Norway, fast internet isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, just like electricity. But quality comes at a price. Expect to pay around $60 to $80 a month for high-speed fiber. It's a fixed cost for a premium connection, essential for work, entertainment, and staying connected, especially during those long Norwegian winters. When you leave home in Norway, you'll want reliable mobile data for GPS, email, and social media. Expect to pay $35 to $45 a month for a standard plan with calls, texts, and data. Watch your data usage. Overage fees are steep, so choose your plan wisely. Bread, a staple everywhere, but in Norway, a standard loaf costs $4 to $5. Not fancy bread, just your everyday loaf from Rema 1000 or Kiwi. Elsewhere, that buys 2 or 3 loaves. Here, it's the entry point. High prices reflect Norway's cost of living, turning even bread into a budget concern. After paying $4 for bread, you head to the dairy aisle, where milk costs up to $3 a liter. In Norway, high prices are due to protected agriculture, high wages, and little foreign competition. Every purchase supports local farmers, but families can easily spend over $80 a month just on milk, making budgeting essential. In Norway, even a basic carton of eggs costs about $4. That's 33 cents per egg, double what you'd pay elsewhere. High prices are everywhere here, and it really makes you appreciate every ingredient on your plate. In Norway, cheese is a staple, but it comes at a high price, often $6 to $8 for a basic block. Thanks to tariffs and limited competition, cheese becomes a minor luxury, making families budget carefully and savor every slice. Even a simple sandwich feels like a treat. In Norway, chicken breast costs up to $14 per kilo, much higher than in the US or Europe. Strict animal welfare rules and import tariffs drive up prices. For families, chicken becomes a planned purchase, not an everyday staple. Sales are a big deal. Every grocery trip is a strategic mission. Now, you might be thinking, okay, dairy and meat are expensive. That makes sense because of farming regulations. But what about something as simple and basic as an apple? Surely an apple can't be that expensive, right? Well, think again. In Norway, a kilogram of apples will set you back between $3 and $4. This might not sound as shocking as the price of chicken at first, but let's put it into perspective. A kilogram is roughly 2.2 pounds, which usually means you get about 4 or 5 medium-sized apples for that price. That's nearly $1 per apple. This price point turns a simple, healthy snack into a considered purchase. That old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, comes with a daily cost that adds up quickly. If you were to follow that advice, you'd be spending around $30 a month just on apples for one person. For a family of 4, that's over $100 a month. It's a perfect illustration of how the high cost of living permeates every single aspect of your budget, even down to the fruit bowl on your kitchen counter. You start to think twice before grabbing one for a quick snack. The high price is, once again, tied to Norway's geography and agricultural policies. The country has a short growing season and a challenging climate, which limits domestic production of many fruits. As a result, a significant portion of the apples you see in stores are imported. These imports are subject to tariffs and taxes designed to protect local producers, even if those local producers can't meet the full demand. On top of that, you have the high costs of transportation and logistics within Norway, which is a long and sparsely populated country. All of these factors stack up and are reflected in that final price you pay. So, how do people cope? Many Norwegians are savvy shoppers who pay close attention to seasonality. They buy local apples when they are in season and more affordable, and might switch to other fruits or frozen options during the off-season. You'll also find that people are less likely to be wasteful. When an apple costs you $1, you make sure you eat the entire thing. It's another example of the mindful consumption that becomes second nature when living in a high-cost environment. After seeing apple prices, you might expect another shock, but bananas in Norway are surprisingly affordable, about $2 per kilo. Bananas are the budget-friendly staple, found in lunchboxes, offices, and gym bags everywhere. Thanks to global trade, bananas stay cheap, even in pricey Norway. Sometimes the market works in your favor. Bottled water in Norway is the ultimate convenience tax. You'll pay $3 to $4 for something that's free from every tap. Some of the purest water in the world. The smart move? Carry a reusable bottle, skip the plastic, and save hundreds each year. Don't fall for the trap. In Norway, dining out is expensive. A single pizza can costs $25. That's why frozen pizza is a budget staple here. For just $5 to $7, you get a full meal. Grandiosa is the national favorite. Compared to fast food or takeout, it's unbeatable value. In a country where every krone counts, frozen pizza is the true champion of affordability. In Norway, a simple chocolate bar costs about $3, much more than in the US. That's thanks to sugar taxes, higher wages, and VAT. To save, locals buy in bulk during sales, because even small treats can add up fast. Think fast food is cheap in Norway? Think again. A burger meal at McDonald's or Burger King will set you back $13 to $15, almost double US prices. High wages, rent, and taxes drive up costs, making convenience food a luxury. In Norway, even a quick bite comes at a premium. In Norway, even a simple pizza night can cost you up to $25 for just one pizza. Add drinks, and a casual meal for two can hit $60 or $70. That's why many Norwegians cook at home or grab a $5 frozen pizza instead. Eating out is a real splurge here. In Norway, even a basic dinner out, think pasta or a burger, will set you back at least $25 to $35. That's before drinks or dessert. High labor costs mean staff are paid well, but you'll feel it in your bill. So, eating out here is a special occasion, not a casual habit. In Norway, a simple cup of black coffee costs $4 to $6. Yes, really. That's not for a fancy drink, just the basics. Daily cafe visits add up fast. So many Norwegians brew at home instead. The high price shapes a slower, more social coffee culture, one that's all about savoring the moment. In Norway, a black coffee can cost $5, and adding milk bumps it to $6. That extra dollar covers pricier milk, barista skill, and the premium of specialty drinks. Suddenly the difference feels small, but the total price is a luxury, making cafe visits a special treat, not a daily habit. In Norway, grabbing a beer at a bar isn't cheap. A single pint can cost $9 to $12, thanks to high taxes aimed at promoting public health. That's why Norwegians often pre-party at home before heading out, making every sip a calculated choice in a country where even a beer reflects the cost of living. Going to the movies in Norway? Be ready for sticker shock, not just for tickets, but for snacks too. A popcorn and soda combo can cost nearly as much as your ticket, up to $15. Many Norwegians now pre-snack or sneak in treats from grocery stores to save money. So, if you want the full cinema experience, plan ahead, or be ready to pay a premium. Public transit in Norway is clean, efficient, and modern, but it isn't cheap. A single ride costs $3 to $4, adding up fast for regular users. That's why monthly passes are popular. They make daily commuting much more affordable. In Norway, planning ahead is the key to saving money on public transit. Daily bus tickets add up fast. $3 to $4 a ride can quietly drain your wallet. That's why a monthly pass is a financial necessity for Norwegian commuters. For around $90, you get unlimited rides, saving you over $60 a month. It's a no-brainer, predictable costs, unlimited travel, and total freedom to explore your city. Taking a taxi in Norway is the ultimate price of convenience. Even a short ride can cost $25 to $35. More than a week's groceries or a monthly bus pass. Unless it's an emergency or you're splitting the fare, think twice before hailing a cab. Your bank account will thank you. In Norway, owning a car means facing some of the world's highest gasoline prices, about $7.57 per gallon. The government's high fuel taxes fund social programs and push people toward electric vehicles or public transport. Here, a gallon of gas truly feels like liquid gold. Think buying a car in Norway is expensive? Wait until you try to park it. In city centers like Oslo or Bergen, free parking is a myth. Every spot costs up to $10 an hour. It adds up fast, turning simple errands into a pricey ordeal. The high cost is meant to push you toward public transport, biking, or walking, and if you're late, expect a hefty fine. Parking in Norway, stressful, expensive, and rarely worth it. In Norway, toll roads are everywhere. Major cities like Oslo and Bergen are surrounded by automated toll gantries. Each time you drive through, a few dollars are added to your account. For daily commuters, these charges add up fast, sometimes over $100 a month just to get to work. With fuel, parking, and tolls, public transport starts to look like a bargain. In Norway, even a basic haircut can cost $40. Far more than in most countries. High wages and social benefits mean barbers earn a decent living, but those costs are passed on to you. That's why many Norwegians, especially students, learn to cut their own hair at home. In Norway, staying fit comes at a price. A standard gym membership costs around $60 to $80 a month, just for basic access. That's the norm at major chains like Sats or Fresh Fitness, not luxury clubs. You get modern equipment and group classes, but it adds up fast. Many Norwegians skip the gym and enjoy nature for free, but in winter, that indoor space can feel essential. Laundry in Norway can be surprisingly expensive. If you don't have your own washer, expect to pay $6 to $8 per load in shared laundry rooms, plus more for the dryer. These costs add up fast, making in-unit laundry a valuable feature that can save you hundreds each year. Childcare in Norway is a game changer for families. Public kindergartens or barnehage cost just around $300 a month, thanks to government subsidies. This makes it possible for both parents to work and gives kids high-quality care and education. It's one of the best financial deals in Norway. In Norway, a doctor's visit costs just $20 to $40, thanks to a public healthcare system. Once you hit a yearly cap, about $300, you get a frikort card, making the rest of your visits free. It's affordable, predictable, and removes the fear of huge medical bills, letting you focus on your health, not your wallet. In Norway, dental care for adults isn't subsidized, so a simple checkup can cost over $100, and more serious work like fillings or crowns can run into the thousands. Many Norwegians budget for dental care or even travel abroad for cheaper treatment. So, invest in good dental hygiene. Your wallet will thank you. In Norway, catching a Blockbuster at the cinema is a premium experience, with a premium price tag. A standard ticket costs $16 to $18, and with popcorn and a drink, a night out for two can hit $60 or more. That's why many Norwegians now save movie nights for special occasions, or wait for streaming at home. In Norway, grabbing a simple coffee to go costs about $5. A small daily habit that quickly adds up. Over a month that's around $100, and over a year, more than $1,000. Many switch to brewing at home, saving money and making coffee a treat, not a routine. In Norway, every krone really does count. In Norway, a simple cafe sandwich can cost $7 to $9. Add a $5 coffee, and lunch quickly hits $12 to $14. That's why most Norwegians bring matpakke, homemade sandwiches, to save money. It's a daily choice between convenience and cost. In Norway, a single scoop of ice cream can cost $4, making it a luxury, not just a treat. For families, a simple outing quickly adds up. Most Norwegians buy tubs at the grocery store instead, stretching their kroner and enjoying ice cream at home. In Norway, tap water at restaurants is free and excellent, but order bottled water and you'll pay $3 to $5 for something you could get for free. It's all about branding and convenience, not quality. Always ask for tap water, van for springen, to save money. Small choices like this add up, building strong financial habits every time you dine out. Just landed in Norway? The airport taxi seems convenient, but beware. A ride from Oslo Gardermoen to the city can cost over $80, sometimes even more. Instead, take the Fly to Get express train or airport bus for around $20. Cheaper, faster, and reliable. Plan ahead, download transit apps, and save your money for the fun parts of your trip. Winter in Norway means your electricity bill can double or even triple, thanks to long, dark and cold months. More heating, more lights and more time indoors all add up fast. If you're not prepared, it can be a real financial shock. Norwegians cope by wearing sweaters, turning off lights, and only heating rooms they use. The best strategy? Budget ahead and set aside extra each month, so winter bills never catch you off guard. Skiing in Norway is iconic, but it's not cheap. A single-day pass costs about $60, before rentals, food, or waffles. Many locals buy season passes or own their gear to save money, and packing your own lunch, matpakka, beats pricey resort cafes. Enjoy the slopes, but plan ahead so you don't slide into debt. In Norway, a simple parking mistake, overstaying, parking outside the lines, or forgetting your ticket can cost you over $70. The fines are steep to deter driving in crowded city centers and push people to use public transport, walk or cycle. Norwegians double-check apps, read signs, and set alarms, because one small mistake can ruin your day. In Norway, skipping a $4 bus ticket can cost you over $100 if caught. The system runs on trust, but inspectors do random checks, no excuses, no mercy. So, always buy and activate your ticket before boarding. It's the cheapest, most stress-free way to travel, and avoids a souvenir nobody wants. A $100 fine. In Norway, a single cafe coffee can cost $5, but the smart move? Brew at home. A bag of beans costs $8 to $12 and makes about 15 cups, just 53 to 80 cents each. That's over $4 saved per cup, adding up to more than $1,400 a year. So, investing in a coffee maker and beans isn't just smart, it's essential for surviving Norway's high prices. In Norway, a bottle of soda costs about $3, thanks in part to a sugar tax meant to encourage healthier choices. Compared to less than $1 elsewhere, those daily purchases add up fast. So next time, maybe choose Norway's free high-quality tap water, and save that $3 for something bigger. In Norway, even a simple pack of gum comes with a surprisingly high price tag, about $2. It's a small purchase, but it reflects Norway's high cost of living. That $2 gum is a microcosm of the Norwegian economy. High wages, high rent, high taxes. So next time you see that price, remember, even the smallest buys matter here. In Norway, even street food comes with a hefty price tag. A simple hot dog, pølse lompe, costs about $6. It's not gourmet, just a sausage and potato flatbread, but the price reflects Norway's high costs. You get tasty toppings, but really, you're paying for the whole Norwegian experience. So, when in Oslo, embrace the $6 hot dog. It's a bite of local life. In Norway, just sitting in a taxi costs around $10 before you even start moving. This high starting fee makes short trips expensive, pushing people to walk or use public transport, even in bad weather. Taxis here are a premium service, not a casual ride. It's a classic case of high cost shaping how people get around. The average monthly cost of living for a single person in Norway ranges from $2,500 to $3,500. Your choices, where you live, how you eat, and what you do, make all the difference. Careful budgeting is key, especially with housing and food. In Norway, every krone counts. Norway is expensive, no doubt about it, but high prices come with high salaries and world-class quality of life. You get excellent healthcare, education, and public services in return. Is it worth it? That's a personal choice. What matters